Mindfulness is a form of meditation that has been adopted by cognitive behavioral therapy. It can be used for treating all kinds of psychological conditions, but of course we're going to be using it for ourselves. So it's becoming aware of all your feelings, your sensations, how accepting who you are, and accepting the breath and being here in the now. All these kind of things. And there's lots of mindset coaches that you can talk to about developing it more. You can certainly get into meditation so you become more aware of the present and being in your body. In fact, you can practice it and as a directed attempt to control your thoughts and the content of your mind and gain some peace and quiet, and at least be able to better understand the contents of your own brain. So meditation is a great thing to do, and you should maybe consider doing it. And mindfulness is one part of being in the present. So use this technique will make you become aware of your own thoughts, and you'll be able to edit any thoughts that are leading you into trouble. For instance, if you kind of find yourself thinking about ways you could hurt yourself, you might notice this is a bad habit and attempt to fix it. Or you find yourself stopping yourself doing things, maybe Hello. I think we are live. I think so. I don't know, but I think so. Welcome to the Let's Get Visible show. Welcome. This is the Let's Get Visible show. And I am going to hit record and see it's already recording, so let's get started. Welcome. This is Jane Gardner, and welcome to the Let's Get Visible show, because we're getting through this and talking about some visibility here and consistency and authenticity. Couple of weeks of just going and taking off, but now we're back, and today we're going to be doing a somewhat brief show today because a lot of you already know about social media. So we're going to talk about social media today and how to get out there. And of course for me it's usually doing a show, but for you it might be something different. So let's go and get started. And yes, I am Jane Gardner. I work with my husband, structural gym firm, and I have actually I've got 6 TV channels. I have to update my slide. I keep saying that, on the Visibility Broadcasting Network. And we have talked about how a website can make you visible. We've talked about how interviewing influencers can make you visible. We've talked about podcasting to increase your visibility and how everybody's listening to podcasts. We've talked about repurposing the podcasts into audiobooks. And we talked about how that's a great way to reuse your podcasts. And then we talked about video and how we can look at making video and how you can measure the marketing success. And then we talked about YouTube, and we have showed you some of my podcasts. I have a Home Biz Startup TV on iTunes and elsewhere, Finding Your Purpose on iTunes and elsewhere, and Solopreneur Success Strategies on iTunes and elsewhere. I haven't actually put any new episodes on Finding Your Purpose or Solopreneur Success Strategies, but I am still getting downloads because it's up there always, marketing for you and keeping you visible. So we talked about YouTube, of course, and we even produced some logos for a YouTube channel. So we've already gone over storytelling and mindset and your website and how you can use your voice to create visibility. And we talked about a show last week. Basically, you can go to the Let's Go Live show series and look at how to set up your studio and create a show and all that. So that was a fairly brief one where we just went and did a template of a show. You can go to my YouTube channel probably and see that. And then we are talking just now about social media, and we're just going to go briefly over those 3 things. So, and after that, we'll talk about speaking, text, and we'll be talking about networking and how other people are getting visibility. So let's go and have just a brief look at my, I'm just going to do Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I don't do Twitter X anymore, just out of principles. So let's go and have a look, I think, at LinkedIn first. So we'll just get it on the screen. So this is my LinkedIn profile. I've got to update my profile in terms of me and how many TV channels I have. But this is where people can come and check you out, and you have marketing to them just by using this. And I have 3,000 followers, which has been at least 5 years in order to build that. So I haven't really tried that hard. And then, of course, you have analytics. People come and look at your profile when you ask them to connect. And, of course, you do posts, and people may look at your posts, etc. And then they come and look at all your stuff you're doing. So this is the Let's Go Live show, 2nd season review of last season. I posted that there. But, of course, right now, hopefully, if I was to go to, let's see if we do this, to my posts and activities, hopefully this is up live. Probably not, but it might. Oh, yes, there it is. No, that's not it. Yes, that is. That's it. Hello. That's live. So we're going back and forth. There's always a delay when you're doing LinkedIn and any other social media. So let's say for LinkedIn, I do get impressions and comments. Basically, you have to make sure it's below 15 minutes or they cut you off when it's a post, LinkedIn Live post. But you can also do, of course, LinkedIn events. And we'll see. I'll see if we talk a bit more about LinkedIn events, because today we're just doing social media. So you can post your live there on LinkedIn, and it'll show up in everybody who's your followers lead, is just whether or not they're there. So that is the question. And then, of course, there's good old Facebook. I'm in a group at the moment. This is my step in front of the camera for coaches, speakers, and consultants that I talked about yesterday. Oh, no, this is the other one. This is the public one, which has 65 followers. I have another one, which is basically the group. And in that, I have 119 followers in there. So basically, you can, of course, post and put photos, and hopefully this is here. No, that's an old one, I think. Yeah, that's an old one. Yeah, actually, I can't post to that one, I think. I can't remember it. They keep changing the rules so many times. Yeah. So basically, I upload usually, and that's using, oh, wait a minute. Is that it? No, that's not it. Never mind. Anyway, you can use Facebook, you can post on your timeline, you can post in pages, and you can post in groups. So you have to, of course, for groups, you can't broadcast like I'm doing into groups. You have to post just to the group, inside the group. So there's another social media you can use to increase your reach. You can say you have a reach when you have followers. And then my YouTube channel, we've discussed that previously. And this is my YouTube channel as it looks for members who visit, I think. So I've got to update this here. It should have at least all my channels up there. And, oh yeah, I've been looking at the videos. That's why. Excuse me. this is my analytics that, excuse me, that I use TubeBuddy for, and basically this is only the part that people will see. So if they were there on my channel right now, if they were following it, they would get a notification. If the notification bell is on, where is it? Yeah, I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah. And then they can watch it live. So you just click on it and it's live. And then you put those into a playlist, and then there's a playlist here, which yesterday I did that one, and that was my title, and it's already posted and had 2 views, because I don't really promote it too much. So yeah, social media you have to promote, and you can use social media broadcaster software that will do it and schedule it for you and send it out, which is what I should do. So maybe, but you have a lot of playlists that you can put onto and make your channel very interesting for your visitors. So basically, I find that even though I don't have many subscribers, probably because of what I talk about, which is business and how to, and I guess they all know that already. But I have had 21,000 views on my lifetime for my 1,000 videos, and I've had 40 views on 6 videos in the last 30 days. Now, they don't tell you that as much on YouTube. I have to have TubeBuddy. Where is TubeBuddy? I think this is TubeBuddy. Yeah, TubeBuddy for YouTube. I highly recommend it. It tells you right away what's going on, and when you actually go and edit a video, it has a thing where you can edit it and do things to the video, which enhances its ability to be seen, etc. So other than YouTube, so it's worth having in that way. You know, it has all kinds of, you know, video topic, tag lists, best time to publish, suggested shorts to do, keyword explorer, all kinds of things. So I certainly would recommend TubeBuddy for anybody who is on YouTube. Yeah, I don't think it's worth going to. I use Context Studio, and it will send videos and posts to LinkedIn and Facebook, etc., and YouTube even, on a schedule that you determine. So yeah, that's about it for social media. I think a lot of people already know, and to go into it, we have to be pretty high depth to do that. Take a few episodes. It's not really something that needs to be done here. So let's go back and talk about what's coming up next. Well, hold on. Where is my next list? So we sort of did social media. Speaking, we'll have to go and give you an idea on how speaking can help you to increase your reach, especially when you're storytelling. And then we have the Let's Take Action show coming up Saturdays at 8 a.m. Pacific, and we'll have a short training, and then because it's a Zoom link, you can ask questions and we can see if we can get those answered for you. And if you want to get notified of when we are broadcasting and what we're doing next, you can go to https://jane-gardner.com/live, and you can get the 7 steps to produce your first show, as well as other resources and checklists to start a show. So the Let's Get Visible show is every Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. Eastern, because I value visibility, authenticity, and consistency. And you can get on the email notification list at http://jgtipes.com/lets for tips, freebies, and checklists and notifications and offers to help grow your business by becoming visible. So that's it for now, because I'm taking my dog for a play date, so we have to get going. So see you later. Next week, maybe speaking. We'll start on speaking. Now that's a worthy of at least